You would commit suicide for her?
You forget I'm already dead.
Haven't you heard? So is she.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Real Screen Team. I'm Andrew Thomas. I'm here with fellow James Bond Christopher Johnson.
Hello, everyone.
We're here with a much more improved movie, I say. And the world is not enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Though, I don't know. Arguments can be made on which one is better.
Yeah.
But, let's see where this takes us. Get into the overview. The World Is Not Enough is a 1999 spy film, the 19th in the James Bond series, produced by Eon Productions. The title is the translation of the motto on the Bond family coat of arms, first seen in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, also noted in the book of the same title, written by Ian Fleming. The film was produced by Michael G. Wilson and Barbara Broccoli, directed by Michael Apted, and written by Neil Purvis, Robert Wade, and Bruce Fierstein, based on a story written by Purvis and Wade. The film stars Pierce Brosnan in his third film as James Bond, alongside Sophie Marceau, Robert Carlyle, Denise Richards, Robbie Coltrane, and Judi Dench. This would also be the final film appearance of Desmond Llewellyn as Q, due to his unfortunate passing in a car accident on December 19th, 1999. He was 85 years old.
And the synopsis?
Okay. James Bond must race to defuse an international power struggle with the world's oil supply hanging in the balance. Electra King, the daughter of a murdered oil tycoon, is being targeted by her former kidnapper, Renard, an anarchist who can't feel pain after having a bullet lodged in his brain, and plans to cause a nuclear weapon meltdown to increase prices of oil. Bond must protect Electra and stop Renard's plot to cause international tension. Yeah, first we go through issues with the media. Now, oil and fuel. Everything is always so topical. Yeah, he was about to nuke the oil supply in Istanbul. All to cause issues with the countries on getting their oil, who becomes a bigger financial superpower because of oil. Yeah, not bad for anarchy. Not bad. But why don't we get into the man proper? James Bond, played by Pierce Brosnan.
Yep, still great.
Yes. And this one, we see a lot more of his emotional side, as he's dealing with, a lot of conflicting feelings. As he's still trying to be professional, secret agent, trying to protect queen and country, but at the same time, he's starting to fall for the woman he's supposed to protect.
Mhm.
While at the same time, well, I guess I won't give that away just yet. That cause additional conflicts. There's definitely some feelings of on Her Majesty's in this one.
Yeah.
Though with a much better actor playing Bond.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, Bond still has his witty moments and, you know, being suave and debonair and also being cold and calculating. But, yeah, we see a lot more of his feelings as a lover in this one. I mean, your thoughts?
Yeah, we're back to more of the playboy Bond that we saw in the first one, in his first one. A bit with the nurse, or should I say doctor? Yeah.
Well, yeah. What are you saying as far as like what he was doing like in Doctor No and From Russia with Love?
Yeah, similar. A little bit.
Or are you talking more along the lines of in GoldenEye?
More GoldenEye.
Oh, okay. True. Even though he did not have time in Tomorrow Never Dies. My God.
Yeah.
Everything. Good Lord, that movie moved fast.
Yeah.
Good Lord. He really did not have time.
Along with sleeping with the girl at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, Brosnan still in top form.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah, he definitely gets to do a lot more action in this one compared to Tomorrow Never Dies.
And he also gets to put things two together.
Yeah.
Actually uses his brain. Yeah, after discovering a plot twist.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
I mean, he was able to figure out things rather quickly in the two previous films.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bond is smart, but yeah, he was figuring out things a bit quicker than everyone else.
Yep.
Which, gotta give him credit on that one. And yeah, because of the fact that he doesn't have to split the fighting with another action star. Yeah, he gets to have more presence, which I feel like in the previous film and in the next film, Bond doesn't necessarily get to have as much action as he should.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Brosnan still fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Still showing more reason on why he's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But with a Bond movie, you also need a Bond girl. Well, this time Bond girls.
Mm-hmm.
Do we just include the ones he has romantic interest in, or should we also bring in
No, the romantic interests.
okay, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, why don't we start with the woman he's supposed to protect?
Mm-hmm.
Electra King, played by Sophie Marceau.
Mm-hmm.
And plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
She was the villain all along.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, during her time kidnapped by Renard, I guess they had kind of had a Stockholm Syndrome situation.
Yeah.
That kind of grew into something even more.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's weird. I mean, I feel bad for Elektra.
Yeah.
She didn't ask to be involved in any of these situations.
But it ends up being her revenge.
Yeah, it's her revenge tour.
Yeah. It's
Her
her own for
revenge
father.
tour.
It's her own for father getting
Yeah.
blown up.
Yeah. It's like, why didn't you try your best to make sure I was protected?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you care more about your work and everything else rather than me?
Yeah.
And then, M, why didn't you try to save me when I was captured? Oh, what, just because of your whole don't negotiate with terrorists? You've done negotiatings with many other individuals that the country hasn't had the best terms with. Why couldn't you do that with me?
Mm-hmm.
Which, so this is another situation of when the villain is low key making sense,
Yeah.
and you kind of understanding why they're doing what they're doing.
Yep. If she was a hot villain next to the Pumpkin Jensen one, she was similar to that. You know, she's more of the mastermind. This one.
Yeah, she doesn't get her hands dirty.
Yeah. All except for tortured Bond.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, he's strapped to a chair
If she
with
did, if she did
with a freaking
and she did kill one of his allies trying to save him.
true.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't take glee in killing.
Yeah.
So, I kind of get it. But, I mean, up until we find out she's the villain, her chemistry with Bond was really good.
Yeah.
You know, it really was good. I liked it. It kind of sucks that she does end up turning out to be the villain of the whole story. And that's part of the reason why it gets so emotional for Bond, because yeah, he has to deal with this situation. He has fallen for her.
Oh.
But at the same time, he has to do what's best for Queen and country and the world and at large.
Well, there was original draft saying that she was going. There was original draft where she survived, and Bond was at the hospital with her to help her recover from the Stockholm syndrome that made her in the original draft. Yet, before they took it out,
and just decided,
yeah,
please, just call it off.
yeah,
I don't want to do this.
yeah.
Renard, keep going, pa!
Mm-hmm. Yet she thought that if she could still have a hold on Bond, she was too overconfident saying that, oh, you won't shoot me.
We've seen this man be cold-blooded.
Yep.
You're really gonna try to play that gamble with James Bond?
Yeah.
Do you not realize how many women have died during his adventures?
Mm-hmm.
Do you not realize all the people he has shot in cold blood, all in the line of duty?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is this the first time Bond has actively shot a woman?
I think so.
Yeah, this is actually the first time Bond has actively shot and killed a woman.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, as far as causing direct deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 2 or 3 women?
I don't remember.
I mean, Spy Who Loved Me
Mm-hmm.
blew up the main girl that was running the helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
Electric King.
Mm-hmm. From Russia with Love, maybe. The henchwoman.
No. That was Natalie
No.
who shot Rosa Klebb.
No, I don't think.
Well, did he use Fiona Volpe as a shield in
Yeah.
Thunderball?
Yeah.
What you think?
Yeah.
You agree on that debate that human shield rather than him? It was just the right turn in the dance.
Yeah.
Well, would that be a direct or indirect death?
I say direct.
So 3.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, out of nearly 30 films, hey, at least he holds some semblance of chivalry.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, Electra King is actually the first female main villain
Yeah.
since Rosa Klebb. That was a 36-year drought
Yeah.
as far as having a female villain.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty crazy
Mm-hmm.
to think. And yet we still haven't had another female villain.
Yeah.
Just like how Dr. Kananga's still the only black villain.
Yeah.
Why can't we have more? I mean, women and people of color can be villainous too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most are very nice people that just trying to live their lives,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, there's still a few that have ill intent
Yeah.
that might want to become a Bond villain.
Yeah. But let's talk about the controversial Bond girl.
Oh yes, Dr. Christmas Jones, played by Denise Richards. So many people are way too harsh on Denise Richards on this one.
Yeah.
She does not deserve all the criticism with this. I really do not understand why people got so mad over her playing, you know, playing a scientific doctor. It's called acting, people.
Yeah.
It's called acting. Why are you so harped on this idea?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and remember the franchise we're talking about, where in at least the first 5 films of this franchise, half of the women that were in it had to be dubbed because they did not have the fullest grasp on the English language.
Mm-hmm.
And no one had any qualms with that. So why are you so harped on Denise Richards playing someone who studies, nuclear fusion, nuclear weapons, things like that? I don't get it. I think Denise Richards actually did a decent job. Especially since, had she really done a lot of acting up to this point? Or
She did some. She was in, like I said, Lois and Clark. in a Christmas episode at that time. I don't know if she hooked up with Charlie Sheen yet.
No.
Yeah.
Well, this was 1999.
Yeah.
What had?
I know Lois and Clark was probably ending, but I know Spin City was also airing, and she guest starred on that a couple times with her ex. Yeah.
So, I mean, she wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there...
And she also did Wild Things also at that time. So,
I do say that there is some chemistry there between Bond and Dr. Jones.
even though it was late.
Yeah. But he had a much stronger connection and chemistry with Electra King.
Yeah.
That's why it makes, the villain plot twist and the tragedy of everything so much stronger.
Yeah.
But I
Of course.
plus also Dr. Christmas Jones, along with Natalia and Wei Lin, actively help to stop the main villain's plan. You got to give her credit.
Yeah.
Because half the time there are Bond girls that do nothing to try to help stop things. Sometimes they make it even worse.
Yeah.
I will never forgive that whole situation that happened in The Man with the Golden Gun.
And she did look hot in her outfit, her usual outfit, showing her sexy legs part.
Oh, trying to look like Laura Croft from Tomb Raider.
You know, at the beginning she was working with the bad guys that she didn't even know about.
How were you supposed to know?
Till Bernard decided to shoot everyone.
Yeah. Which, still, with all of that, I still can't believe the previous film had the most deaths.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So let's get into the MI6 gang.
Okay. Well, starting with M, played by Judi Dench.
One of the most she's got in the Pierce Brosnan.
Yes, and this is actively the first time where M is directly involved with the main plot.
I know one of the books was going to be the one where M was close to one of the families also.
For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah, before Bernard Lee passed away. And then Bernard Lee passed away, so most of that was cut.
Yeah. So they essentially had, Bill Tanner and one other kind of filling.
Robert Brown.
No. I don't think Robert Brown wasn't M yet.
Yeah.
Was he?
Maybe. We have to look back at those.
Was he? I know he was in A View to a Kill.
Yeah. Or was just absent.
One of the films M is absent, and they have Bill Tanner and one of the other MI6.
Yeah.
Kind of filling in the role.
Yeah.
I guess. I think there might have been Moonraker.
Yeah, Moonraker.
Yeah, Robert Brown was in For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah.
But he was new, so I guess they didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I think it would have worked.
Yeah.
But unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is actively the first time M is directly involved with the main plot and actually gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
Which, God, Judi Dench, why'd you have to go through that I mean, it wasn't often, but the fact that it happened twice for her during her time as M is crazy.
Yeah.
And with two different Bonds.
Although that one's a reboot, so.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, she was in a rock and a hard place, really. I mean, do you really want to negotiate with terrorists?
No.
But at the same time, you are letting an innocent woman, you know, essentially be tortured and potentially killed.
Yeah.
So I can't get mad at M for the whole situation. It's and everything sucks. It's a lose-lose situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I do understand why Elektra's mad. I do understand, and I'm not mad at her for wanting her vengeance on M. But at the same time, you can't get too mad at her.
Yeah.
You know, both of you were kind of in a everything sucks situation.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I agree with you on that. She does find a way to get out with a little bit of help from Bond.
See, she knows more than just numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Tanner.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of Bill Tanner, welcome back, Michael Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still just doing the same stuff he did in Goldeneye.
Yeah.
You know. Same thing with Colin Salmon as Charles Robinson.
Yeah.
You know, except it's both of them monitoring things that are going on. You know, also letting Bond know about what's happening with them.
Yeah.
I mean, they serve their purpose.
Yeah.
Of course, Miss Moneypenny, played by Samantha Bond.
Yeah.
You know, still.
Yeah. She gets on the nurse, doctor, whatever, for sleeping with Bond. She knew right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So giving her a quick, clean bill of health.
Cunning linguist.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask. Don't tell.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it sucks that
Yeah.
this was the last time Q, played by Desmond Llewellyn.
Yeah.
Nice to see him one last time in Q Branch.
Yeah, even though we get a lot of ironic lines coming out.
Yeah, as they're kind of teasing the whole idea that, you know, maybe Q is reaching that time that he wants to retire.
Yeah.
Even though Desmond himself said before he passed away he had no intentions.
Yeah.
So it is kind of a weird, kind of eerie, ironic situation that all that talk and this also being the last film.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact of him leaving with that one last thing, 007, always have an escape plan, and him lowering down away.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there have been others that have tried to fill those shoes, and some have done okay, Desmond Llewellyn will never be topped.
Yeah.
He will never be topped. But speaking of filling in shoes, we actually do see his assistant and eventual successor, R, played by John Cleese.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, one of the members of Monty Python's Flying Circus.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, I guess they decided to have Cleese to do a lot more of the physical comedy for this one. It's okay. I don't know. I don't know if it was fully necessary. I mean, Cleese. I like John Cleese. I mean, I've liked his work in Monty Python. I've liked his work in a couple other things. Just sometimes it can be rather hit or miss.
Yeah.
Just like with most of the other members of Monty Python. Yeah, I feel bad for you, Eric Idle.
Mm-hmm.
It seems very hit or miss for you.
Yeah.
But I mean, your thoughts on R?
Yeah, he was fine for just being the comedic relief.
And also, with going to Q Branch, Q also does give Bond a few gadgets and his new vehicle. Gadgets such as the X-ray shades. Yeah, and I see the return of those. Special espionage shades. We see the Omega Seamaster.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love that. Such an awesome speedboat. Such an awesome speedboat. That led to a fantastic boat chase at the opening of the film.
Mm-hmm.
The credit card lockpick, which came very, very handy. Oh no, the Omega Seamaster, that's a different thing. My apologies. The Q boat is... I love that boat. Yeah, the Omega Seamaster came in handy.
Yeah.
And of course, along with the Q boat, the BMW Z8.
Mm-hmm.
Also a very nice car.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go into the other gadget a bit later.
Mm-hmm.
But, hey, yeah, it is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
God, may he rest in peace.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the other Bond villain.
Ah, yes. Victor Renard Zokas, played by Robert Carlyle.
Yep. He's the both red herring sort of / henchman.
Yeah, we all thought he was the main villain, but it turned out he was the henchman.
Yeah.
And apparently he had fallen in love with Elektra.
Yeah.
He
does get upset when Bond tells him that he killed her.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, because apparently the Stockholm Syndrome was a two-way street.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that with this man having a bullet lodged in his brain to the point that he feels nothing, he feels no pain. He can't even taste. He can't smell. It's even affecting, his feelings of, mentally. He still had feelings for Elektra.
Yeah. And was even jealous of her and Bond's relationship a little bit after the reveal.
A little bit?
Okay, yeah, a lot.
A little bit? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, Bond being with her is one of the main reasons why he wants to kill Bond.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, the main plot is still anarchy and mayhem, along with doing Elektra's bidding,
along with she helps him know about Bond's weakness on his back from the beginning of the movie.
True. So many back injuries.
Yeah.
Why do I have a feeling this is going to be a recurring theme
Yeah.
with so many different franchises?
Yep.
Yeah, and plus the fight
Yeah.
they have,
In the submarine.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And of course, let's talk about the other Bond allies that returned. Robbie Coltrane.
Yes. Which, oh my god, we forgot about Joe Don Baker in the previous film. My apologies, Joe. You just had a very small part
Yeah.
in the film that we forgot. Oh, I'm so sorry. But yes, Robbie Coltrane as Valentin Zukovsky.
He has much bigger parts to do this time instead of just getting information.
Yes, as he actively gets involved in this whole situation as
His nephew, who sadly gets killed during the submarine thing, since he's in the ship's thing.
yeah, which God, why were so many ships and whatnot being apprehended and destroyed and whatnot?
Yep.
This was very sea heavy during these two films.
Yeah. Thunderballs put together into a two-parter.
Well, yeah. With all the underwater scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets involved because of that, and also
He gets betrayed.
yeah, because he kind of had some. Was he having more dealings with Elektra or Renard?
Elektra.
Yeah, and then finding out, oh, she's turning on everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets involved.
And you forgot one of his men turned on him.
Yes. Bull,
Mm-hmm.
played by European DJ Goldie.
Yeah. He will play a Bond villain in the future. Well, that's what you said. He plays a Bond. Like the
Goldie?
actor. Yeah, the actor. Yeah.
I know he has done other things.
Yeah.
I don't think he didn't play the main Bond villain. No. It was the whole thing was the fact that initially, before they got Robert Carlyle, they wanted Javier Bardem, who would go on to play the main villain in Skyfall. That's where that whole thing came from. But Bull, why are you gonna turn on Zukovsky like that?
Yeah.
I swear.
But Zukovsky pays him back.
Oh yeah, he got him back.
Yeah.
Plus, also Zukovsky, with his walking stick, had that one
thing that'll break Bond free.
Yes, before he unfortunately became a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
His walking stick was also a rifle.
Yeah. Let's talk about the good.
Oh,
wait.
Let's also not forget, well, I guess we can kind of consider them cameos a bit later. But yes, the good plot.
Yeah.
Very well done. Very well done.
Along with the plot twist, yeah.
Yes. Which also having first female main villain in 36 years. Acting mainly for Pierce Brosnan, Sophie Marceau, Judi Dench and Robbie Coltrane.
Yeah.
All fantastic. All were fantastic.
Yeah.
And yes, with Robbie Coltrane, it was great to see him get involved in the main plot.
Yeah.
Not just be an informant.
Yeah.
Actively get his hands dirty
Yeah.
in trying to help Bond. Yes. First film where M is in direct danger. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Elektra wanted her dead. And plus the action. The cold open. Which I'm so happy we finally had a cold open that wasn't at a military base.
Yeah.
Dear God. What was the last time we had just a cold open that didn't involve any sort of military base?
I don't remember.
What was it? Was it Moonraker or For Your Eyes Only? Because Moonraker, Bond was on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had been since the Roger Moore era.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy that we actually got to see him do more espionage, you know, actively acting as someone else, you know, to interact and find out information, and then the whole freaking office shootout, and then the escape and the boat chase with the cigar girl, played by Maria Grazia Cusinota.
Yeah, she was almost Elektra.
Yeah. Which, that's also a crazy thing.
Yeah.
The fact... I think she could have pulled that off.
Yeah.
She really
it was just
could
the
have pulled
accent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they didn't feel like dubbing anymore, so.
Yeah, because they hadn't had the need to dub in a very long time.
Yeah.
I think the last time they had to do dubbing, I think, was For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah.
And before that, the last time they had to do that was Thunderball.
Yeah.
So, I get it, but I think she could have done a very good job.
Yeah.
It's awesome that she got the opportunity to, you know, be this femme fatale that Bond had to watch out for.
Yeah.
I mean, she was dangerous.
Yeah.
It was awesome to see a ski chase again. I mean, yeah, the last time we saw
Roger Moore.
Yeah. Which do you really count when he was snowboarding? Do you really count that? More the ski chase from The Spy Who Loved Me kind of fits more. Which Elektra is actually wearing attire that is very reminiscent of Tracy during that period, which is another nice little nod to On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah.
The fight in the excavation cave, the attack at the docks with the freaking helicopters with buzzsaws.
Yeah.
And then the climactic fight in the submarine, all fantastic. Of course, our continual appeal for Dr. Christmas Jones.
Yeah.
And of course, the theme song. Yes, The World Is Not Enough, played by fantastic band. Love them very much. Garbage. Fantastic song. A lot of people tend to forget how good that song is. But not everything is perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Dr. Jones did show up
Yeah.
rather late in the film. M continuing the tradition of head of MI6 being an asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really her. It's not really. She was in a rough and a hard place, but unfortunately, most of the plot is all her fault.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at her about it, but it is her fault.
Yeah.
While there was some chemistry, there was not enough development time for me to fully believe Bond and Dr. Jones's whole relationship. Plus, Denise Richards, she felt a bit like an outcast during filming. Though Brosnan himself did try his best to kind of pepper up, you know.
Yeah.
So, got to give him ups on that.
Yeah.
But the rating.
I give this an 8 out of 10.
Oh.
So it's a little better compared to the last movie that we went over. You know, because I like the plot twists and all that. Not just Denise Richards or the actual villain.
I guess for me, I give this an 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
It ekes out a little bit higher than Tomorrow Never Dies, even though I really enjoy that film.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this one, as far as the romance, felt much more cohesive and made more sense. And also, despite the fact that I enjoyed Elliot Carver as a villain, I also really enjoyed Electra King and Renard. You know, as this weird Beauty and the Beast type of situation.
Yeah.
And also seeing M directly involved in the plot and straight up actively being where the main plot is happening. So, yeah.
But if you have your own opinions, go find us on Facebook, The Real Screen Team. Where else?
You can also find us on Reddit, Instagram, and TikTok.
And make sure to like, comment on our videos, share our videos, and definitely subscribe to this channel.
Yes, as we're on the road to 500 subscribers. Once we reach 500 subscribers, we can get monetization for our videos, and we will open a Patreon where those that become patrons will get exclusive videos only for Patreon, and you also have the opportunity to give us some viewer suggestions for reviews.
But before we go, we have one more to go.
Oh God, yeah, the one that I know I'm definitely gonna have a hard time with either thinking, do I give it a pass or do I give it a fail? And it's also where my journey with James Bond began. Die Another Day.
So want to roll us out?
Sure. Well, thank you all for watching. Definitely come back and watch us again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and click the post notification bell so you're updated with all of our upcoming videos. Well, cut, print, that's a wrap.
know how